Thank you for coming back for episode 4. Today what I want to be discussing is one thing that I remind my girls and myself is that we can't control what other people do, but we can control how we respond. This week my girls came to me with an experience they had at school about the food they brought from home and the reaction of their classmates. I always tell them, take a deep breath, most importantly, and to stand strong in their beliefs and their choices with still being respectful. So I taught them that they can say, it's okay if you don't like it. I love it. My mommy makes it with a lot of love. It's important because we had a conversation not just about the food, but we had a conversation about how we can respond in different situations. I also let them know that, everyone's family circumstances is different and everyone does things differently. So we respect those choices. We don't criticize other people's choices. So in our home, what works for us is I've tried all over our home to put little reminders to the girls. And this sign that I'm about to show you guys is one that I have right in front of the door. So they see this every day before they walk out. And I chose, instead of printing a sign, I thought that it would be more meaningful if they knew that I took the time to make it for them. And here it says, I have the power to choose my friends, my feelings, my attitude, my manners, my actions, my words, and my reactions. So to me, that was very important, and I was inspired to do this based on my children's experiences when they would say, oh, this little kid at school, they spoke in a bad language, mommy. And my first thing was, we don't judge other people for what they do, but you know what's right and you know not to repeat it. But I stand firm in acknowledging that they had the strength to come and tell me that. I always tell them they can tell me anything. There's no secrets in our family. And the power to choose my feelings. Sometimes even as an adult, sometimes you can't keep it in and you explode in a way. But what I tell my children is, you're allowed to feel your feelings. Just take a deep breath so that you don't explode. And sometimes the explosions happen, and I tell them it's about acknowledging what happened or what you did. Even as a mom, sometimes we have those moments where we lose it. And the most important thing is that I acknowledge that I was wrong, or that I may have not done something in the best way that I wanted to do, but I apologize. It's so important because, as when we were children, or me, from my experience, no one ever apologized for, things that they might not have wanted to do. Choosing my attitude. Sometimes my babies will be in a funk and I'm like, take a deep breath. Do you want to be upset all day, or let's focus on something that makes you happy? Let's redirect in a sense. My actions, my words, and my reactions, those are more that I had listed. And for us, it's a daily reminder, and sometimes I catch them reading the sign. What the sign ultimately represents is that even when the world around us is unpredictable, we still get to choose who we want to be in it. As mothers, we often feel the need to explain or defend our choices. But one thing that I have learned is that we can teach our children to stand confidently in their values without judging others. Thank you for listening to Trust Your Motherhood. My hope is that this space reminds you that you are not alone and you can trust your motherhood. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next